Hello everyone, so we're going to do a pick a card to find out some of the occult gifts, supernatural gifts that you come with. And if you didn't see the live conversation about the occult supernatural gifts, I recommend that you do that now before you or after you get your card so that you can understand more. So you can pick a number, they're not in order, they're random numbers, and what we're going to do is find out the occult gifts that you come with and perhaps any other messages that are coming with those gifts in order for you to understand at what phase of your different activations you may be. So we'll see what spirit says. I don't have anything very specific besides getting the occult gift. So make sure that you meditate and pick a number that is resonating with you at this moment before we continue. So I'm going to shuffle a lot of the cards. I was going to shuffle before and I was told not to. So I'm going to have to bear with me because I'm not going to stop the camera. And I'm just going to start with the first one. Actually, we have one, so I'm going to start with that one. And they're not going to be in order, so just bear with me. Okay. I don't want them to get messed up. Like I said, we're going to shuffle. This is pile number 1. And on the back, we have the gift, and then we're going to pick up the message here. I haven't seen the cards before, so just give me a second. And you have messenger, water abilities, ocean secrets, river entities. So the messenger has the ability to work with water, whether it is ocean, river, and here through water to heal. So let's put that here, and we're going to shuffle more cards to understand what you are. What I find interesting is that you have the 3 of Wands, a lot of wands here, and this one has this journey coming up. It makes me, and you hear you're also on a horse going somewhere, very determined to go somewhere. The air element, this is the air, and you have the messenger, which is interesting because this is a very strategic entity message card that is coming through. And with this King of Swords is the ultimate I mean, his energy is very stern, very strong. So I do feel like you may be working with a very highly elevated beings, but I don't think you might even know that. Not all the time, because it does feels like very reclusive energy, doesn't make his presence known very often, which is interesting, that energy, that feeling that I'm getting from that. So we're going to shuffle some cards. Karmic relationships. What we're asking for, we have here the messenger as the occult supernatural gift that you may not even know about. These people are working with the water, a lot of water energy, and obviously a lot of air energy. But you also have this energy of the Wands here that is coming up, and it's because it's a mission for you. Like you know this is really a mission. Then you have the karmic relationships, Orion's energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict, which is interesting. So I'm going to continue shuffling, and then we're going to put the story together. We're asking for advice from the mermaids, since you have the water energy. Let yourself receive worthiness and playtime. This I'm going to do later. The release and the observer. This is fascinating to me. Now you guys know that I haven't done the pick a cards recently because I'm just not really motivated to do it lately with all the other work that I have. But this is very exciting right now because there is a lot of messages coming through. So I'm going to take a second to, actually let me just take a moment here. I see this energy of this energy of the observer, but not the observer. Like, you see, this person is also observing, this person is thinking, this person is on a horse, but he's looking further that way. And it feels like you're going through this transition phase. Where is the I have to familiarize myself with this. Okay, Asclepius was the ancient Greek god of medicine, the son of Apollo. He was the healer of great repute in Greek mythology, and his dragons particularly remind us that inside us too resides great healers. His particular affinity lies with depression, who the practitioner who uses healing plants, herbalism, essential oils, flower essence, and so on. Asclepius is the dragon of the healer and the shaman. His wisdom is boundless. You know, I don't know why I'm feeling like there is this activation going on. Even this is giving me that energy of the activation, but it doesn't feel like it's all happening right now. Like, there is something else that needs to be done before you go forward with this. There is a lot of the mermaids are asking you to tap into your worthiness, to allow yourself to receive. And I feel it's because you're not there is something that you're blaming yourself for, but it could be karmatic situation in a past life or something like that, where you now have to pay it in order for you to continue and tap into your worthiness. And it's just interesting because I feel a little stuck. Yeah, just a little stuck. Help me understand more about this gift, please. Wow. So, yeah, again, you have the air element coming up. But again, this energy of the wands, the hard worker, and it's all because there is something, there is part of you. It's almost like there is an inner struggle within you that you have to conquer. Even this also, again, with the 5 of Swords, in order for you to get to the next phase. And honestly, besides that, I'm not getting much. So let me, the Orishas, to help me understand a little better what's going on, because I feel like something is not making sense to me. Okay. Please show me what's going on with this person, with this group in pile number 1 with the messenger. What is it that they're not understanding? It's like a block that you have to push it through so that you can celebrate and move forward to who you are. Like you're this master messenger, abilities to work with, the master healer, to be, and Gaia obviously is all about the curanderismo, plants, herbs, working with the different elements here on Gaia, and then you have the master healer. But I feel that there is something that, like a rock, that needs to be pushed out of the way. Okay, show me. Thank you. Wow, the 3 of Cups, 3 of Water, Yemaya, and message from water. Again, a lot of water energy, and it's perhaps there is an emotion. There might be guilt. I feel haziness in my head, like something, there is an inner struggle within you that you need to conquer in order for you to get to that level where you can activate some of the gifts that are available for you. It's just interesting the way it feels. Not sure if there is any. Let me ask the animals to give you another message in order to help you. How can this person overcome this blockage? Change, allow change, and equality. Interesting. And at the bottom you have cycles, so you might be going through repeating cycles and it's time to change. Again, if it just feels like there is something that you have to really push through to get to the next level, and a lot of it is in your mind. It's about this emotion that is repeating. It's just repeating, and in order for you to get to the next level, you're gonna have to do some work, perhaps even dancing, go out with friends, go to the water, you have a lot of water abilities, so you should go to the ocean, to the river. Just do something to help release. Oh my goodness, and you do have the release card here. So again, you have the messenger with water, abilities of the ocean, secrets of the ocean, rivers, and so on. You can hear through water. The water is also about the sacral chakra, but you can also tap into that with the throat chakra. And it's about the life force, really. So there is something within you that you have to push through. I'm going to leave it here because I have so many other cards, but I hope this helps you to figure out what that could be, because we don't have time to go deep into it. So this is just about the secret occult gift that you have, water abilities, the ocean, river, anything that has to do with water, you can tap into and just work on releasing that blockage. Okay, so let's see the next one. This chair is making a lot of sounds. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one, number 17. Okay, and here you have moon magic, night magic, spirits of the forest, be a mirror for others. Interesting. And you have the you have the tower, and this tower is interesting because the mirror that you're showing others can be very destructive to them because they're afraid of looking. But I think it's funny that you have the high priestess, because here you have again the yin and yang, and that could be a mirror to each other, right? Because they have the seed of each one in each of those of the yin and yang, the light and the dark. But I see you here mastering this ability. How are you mastering this ability though? It's like I see you potentially working even with working with the elements of earth, because you have a lot of coin energy here, like mastering your craft with the high priestess. It's really being able to make and create and uncreate things just with your mind. It's beautiful. So show me. One more. Morning affirmations, friendship, and healing heart. Interesting. Because what I see here is someone that is crafting your ability. You're going through the process of becoming really good with the work that you do with the moon and the night magic, including herbs and plants and stuff like that. But you also have this beautiful energy of the heart. So you might be going through some healing yourself, and they're asking you to but this person also has a lot of manifesting ability, because this high priestess is creating and doing things just with the mind. And this is what I see here, like you could do and create things with your mind. So a lot of mental magic here for this pile. Empowerment again. This is fascinating. The ability to show up and fully, completely uniting with each other, uniting yourself with the deep part of yourself with source. And this is really who you are. Like you're really mastering your abilities. It's beautiful. Anything that they need to work on to speed up this process. Thank you. Get creative. Connect to heart. You have that twice. And the outlaw. You have the connect to heart twice. So you might really need to see if there is anything else that is blocking that area, because we ask for what else needs to be done. You're working on it, but there is a little more work to do. So definitely really get serious about that so you can speed it up if you can. But again, being patient is key, right? So perhaps it is what it is, and you just got to be patient. You do have the leadership. These people are crazy powerful. And the sacrifice, again, with the moon magic and working with the forest energies, the sorcerer, the wizards here. Just remember to do it from your heart space. I think this is a warning for some people, just not to get blinded by everything that you can become, because you can become so powerful that it can also be destructive to yourself. So just remember to work from your heart space. Baby steps. Yeah, patience, right? Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Interesting. You know, like normally we want to speed it up, like I was saying before, but it's like let's take it a step by step here, because I ask what else can we do to speed it up, but then at the same time we remember to do everything from the heart, to remember that your mission is big, and it's almost like this balancing act that I'm seeing. Thank you. Okay, and I'm gonna pull some from the Orishas, message from the Orishas, please, about this moon dark night magic. Wow, look at this. The earth element. But again, there is this sacrifice here. The tree of air can become a sacrifice if you're not careful and you have all of the mare, Oshumare. So this is a very strong mission for these people, very powerful energy workers here, very I mean truly powerful. So you do have to take it easy, don't overdo it, so things don't get out of hands. And let me just see if I can find this quickly. 138. So her, it is time to reevaluate, to slow down. So again, we have this balancing act here, and Herne, Herne, the earth dragon. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is insane. The moon magic and night magic is all about spirits of the forest. So you have the earth element, and you have Herne asking you, telling you, confirming to you that this is real. The earth dragon Herne is connected to nature and everything within the natural. The rocks, the earth, the trees, the plants, the animals, the birds. He reminds us that everything is cyclical. He draws our attention to sync, for us to be in sync. So I think that the moral of the story here is that, you know, there is a lot of power here that you can harness. Just be careful not to let it out of hand, because it can get out of hand if you're not careful and if you don't work from the heart space. And you saw me pulling these cards. I didn't make them up. You have all of Oshumare, the Three of Air in the air element, and this is reminding me of this sacrifice here. There is a lot of leadership abilities, but you do have to be careful not to get out of hand, because it can become destructive instead of something that you can use to help others. Hope that makes sense. I'm gonna pick it up real quick so we can continue. And I'm sorry I'm going really slow, but I just feel like, I don't know what I'm feeling right now. Where are the mermaids? Okay, so that was 17. We're going to continue with number 8, and this one had a lot of cards. These people are the sons and daughters of death. They are captains of the shadows, and they have a lot of power in the astral planes. So let's, oh Lord. Okay, so for these people, they again, this energy of commanding entities. Again, you have this one speaking very loudly, but you also have this Queen of Pentacles again in the earth, working with the astral entities in this earthy incarnation, with your mind, with your abilities of the mind, abilities to command this duality here. And you also have 2 number 5s talking about feeling this. Some of these entities or yourself might be feeling a lot of pressure from these entities. So you have to really know how to be balanced in order for you not to feel this depression and sadness. It's giving me a little headache too. But you can see how this entity is chaining the other 2 entities at the bottom with a chain. This is basically you commanding this entity. You can do it for good or bad, so it's really going to depend on your heart. Very strong in the astral plane though, like this is you in the astral plane commanding entities that are of different this duality here. But there is a lot of darkness that comes with that, so you got to be careful. And if this is not making sense, please pick another pile. This is just for entertainment purposes. It doesn't mean that this is who you are. Perhaps there is someone that, perhaps this is where you come from, and now you have to choose. Is this what you do again? I don't know. That's what I heard right now. Star ancestors. So you might be dealing with the ancestors. Like I said, it feels like someone here is dealing with this, but it's not because that's who they are. This is maybe perhaps what happened before, or maybe even your ancestors dealt with this. So now you have to figure out how to overcome this. I'm really getting a headache as I tap into this pile. You have the Death. You have the Magi. Again, this duality here with the pillars. And you have the Compassion. Look, the Compassion with this interesting skull. So, well, is that a, yeah, it is a skull. So you do, and I'm getting a major headache here. So you have skulls and more that low vibration energy here, and it feels like you might be putting things straight with your ancestors. Like this perhaps is something that happened with your ancestors that now you have to make right, and maybe that's why it feels so heavy sometimes. Can you please confirm if I have the right message here? Please help me confirm if I have the right message. Look, the Sun, the Earth, Ace of Air. Give me 2 more, please. Well, I got 3. Ace of Earth. So you do have this, again, a lot of energy of, even this is bringing me to mental illness though. I'm not sure why. Maybe somebody's here is dealing with someone in the family or previous ancestors, people in the family line that had issues with mental illnesses that happened because of this. I'm not sure. It's just getting really intense with this pile. So I think I'm gonna start closing this session for this pile. Thank you. Soulmate relationship. Well, this is soulmate. I think is karmic relationships though, like this ancestor relationship. And then you also have your intuition is correct, and say you increase your standards, expect more for yourself. Like I said, I think this is for older the ancestors that dealt with this, and you something that you have to make right, like straight, something that you have to make straight. Okay, so you have the, again, you have this energy that, yeah, working, but you see, even all of these darker images is bringing me to, once you overcome this, it gets to this beauty. And I look at it from this way, because it's like you're working strategically to deal with this and release this with compassion and love and all of that stuff, so that you can get to that point where life is different, where you feel the release from helping the ancestors do this. I hope that makes sense, because, you know, give me 1 for this group, please. Communication. The frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information immediately. It reminds us to every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth. And to stay in the flow of source and balance exchange. I think this is just a reminder that if you're working with this, these heavy energies that you're transmuting for the family before it gets this beautiful, there is some work that needs to be done. I know a lot of people don't believe that, you know, we're here to do ancestral work, but look, you have access to this. You have access to this beauty in Gaia, but you have to go through some of these decisions and illnesses and helping to overcome that with the Five of Cups here. And it is possible. That's what you're here for. It's just hard work. I wish it was a better reading for you, but I think if you're here, the main point is you're here to transmute the ancestor issues with the work that they did before that was very, very dense, and it is tiring. You feel a little tired of it, but you can, if anyone can do it, it's you, because this is who you are. And you have a lot of earth energy here. You had a lot of earth cards that came up to support this and help you understand that this is who you are. This is what you're working for, the ancestors. I hope that makes sense. I know that it wasn't a very easy reading to hear, but hopefully it makes sense. You can clear up some doubts that you have. I'm going to continue with number 23. And this one is about hearing spirits. And you have a lot of cup, the Three of Cup, the Nine of Cup, and the Queen. My goodness. And as you know, water is a receptor. It's basically, people can hear better when they are around water, because it allows communication to be easier for people that have this ability. And I see you mastering this, like celebrating the fact that you can do this, like you are enjoying doing this. Okay. Again, this is an occult gift of hearing spirits. Look, bathing, and that's when you're tapping into a lot of these messages that you hear. Oh wow, perception. The frequency supports a natural curiosity, moving us beyond the comfort zone. And I think there is something that you're going to get ready to do that is going to take this to the next level and activate other gifts. Like now that you have this gift, another one is coming. And I'm not sure which one it is, obviously. We haven't asked that. But I feel like this is just the beginning for some of you. Like this is just the beginning. One more, please. Thank you. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path. Yeah, and you have the breath of the cosmos here. I really do believe that this is just the beginning for you guys. Now that you're taking this, maybe like mastering this, fine-tuning, it's going to become easier, and you're going to be able to go to the next set of abilities. Yeah, I do see you. You have the Reflect, the Magi, and the Explorer. I do see you tapping into other ones that are going to be interesting to you. You definitely want to check another pile, see what other number is calling your name, because there is another gift that you're tapping into. And this one is like you already know this, so you don't really... it's almost like you don't need confirmation for this. You already know this. And I do feel like the other, you have the Explorer and you have a lot of air element here, and I do feel like the other ability has to do with air, like the ability to really work with the earth element. Let's see, let's pick a dragon for you. Thank you. And we have North. goodness, this is a weird name. Lord Kutumi, you are the change. The Lord Kutumi first arrived, he lost no time informing me who he was. I'm the Dragon Elder and Spokes Dragon for the Galactic Council. If you desire to be able to hold the energies of the 5th and the 7th dimension, so 5th and 7th, which is air, you have to be clear of all of your earthly wounds and fears. Your light body needs to be in alignment with those of Earth and the astrological light matrix. Only then you can go through the 7 and above dimension. And again, I do feel like it's a lot of air things that are coming up. So you definitely, and again, you have the breath of this cosmos here. It's beautiful. Did I forget to do anything? Let me do the animals and messages from the animals, please. Wow, the snake creation. And loneliness, or God, again, they're singing you and you're listening, and you have the creation, and again you have the snake with the creation. So I do in the 7 and higher dimensions, it's just it feels like what you're getting ready to do after you master this ability is something that is going to bring a lot of magic into your life. It's going to be almost like it's seeing and feeling and knowing things, just getting so many downloads and seeing other places that you haven't experienced before. I don't know, it just feels like even with this eye here, the third eye opening, a lot of things are happening where you're tapping into understanding of the secrets of creation and all of that, and seeing beyond, and that's just the seeing. So you can hear now, but you're gonna get ready to see soon. Like I see you seeing things that you haven't been able to see before, like the ley lines, like other planets, other realms. It's beautiful. I'm gonna leave it here and I'll see you guys in the next one. It's supposed to be a quick pick a card. And they didn't want me to shuffle before, so I feel like this is going very slow. Okay, we're gonna continue with 13. Wow, strength, King of Wands. Wow, power of the word, and you have the strength card. Wow, this is beautiful. You have here this Queen of Wands and the strength card, but then you also have this 7 of Swords here, like working and crafting. But the thing is that it also feels like with this you have to be careful. I think some of you are not understanding and maybe even causing harm to yourself by saying and thinking things that you shouldn't be saying, and you might think it's coming from other people, but it's actually you. You can, with this strength that you have, this natural ability, it's like even this little cat here, it's like you can see the spirits and you can call on them, but it feels heavy. It feels like you're not there yet. Like there is more work that you need to do. Even though you have this strength within you, there is more work that you need to do to polish these abilities. What else do they have to do? What else? Thank you. Mother healing. Huh. You gotta dive deep into this. There is a reason why you're watching this, and it's like you're ready to heal or you're not ready to heal. You decide. But there is something that you need to do, because it's still like you're not this might be first level of understanding, but no a very polished ability that you have yet. Even though it's natural, you still haven't figured out how to do it properly, how to do it intentionally. Divine feminine and mother healing. So you do have some mother, divine feminine, mother, ancestral, mother, cosmic, or sacral healing to do. It needs to happen before you continue, before you really understand. Ascension. And again, here you have these fruits. It reminds me of the ancestral mother line. It's beautiful though, to receive a clear message about what is the next step, what is the next step, the next thing that you need to heal. Too many. Inner earth, you survive this, new solutions and beginning. One more. Double mission, star seed, light worker. Sign up for a lot. So with this, you can attract spirits, you can call on them, you can sing to them, you can attract them by whistling, you can, a lot of throat chakra abilities. Thank you. You have here the fierceness with the Wolverine and the truth with the Jackal. So there is something that you're not, there is something here that you're not really allowing yourself to agree that you need to work on, but only you can do, and nobody else can do it for you. So it's going to be your decision whether you do it or not. It's up to you. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Merlin the dragon. Merlin the dragon. We all know who Merlin is, but let's go into that. Merlin the dragon. The Grand Master Dragon are able to shape-shift between their dragon in human form or angelic form. Merlin is a teacher of the teachers, so he the wise counsel. You are unable to teach others until you fully understand the lesson yourself. You are unable to teach others until you understand the lessons yourself. So I think the message is there. You are unable to teach others until you fully understand the lessons yourself. Once you have mastered this, you are in a position of clarity and ownership and can share your wisdom with integrity and power. Until then, hold your tongue. Again, this is power of the word. Until then, hold your tongue and continue your journey, discovering what you need to learn. Understanding only then you'll be in the place of authority to share your wisdom with others. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything else because I think it was clear. Merlin the dragon is confirming this message of you having the power of the word. And it's telling you that you need to heal. There is something here with the divine feminine that definitely needs healing. Something that you're not agreeing to yourself that needs to be healed. That you feel like you are not ready to heal, or that you're preventing because you're afraid of going through the healing process, or there is something that you're no understanding. So I'm gonna leave it there and I'll continue with the next one, number 20. Oh wow, this is beautiful. And these ones are the curanderos, ancestral magic. These people are, look at this angel. Wow. And you got a lot of angelic beings, and then you have here the justice with the balance. And oh my goodness, I'm in love with these people here. These people are doing work, can do work with any type of plant, any type of animals. They could become shifter even if they wanted to. Oh my goodness, I'm just seeing all of this unfolding in front of me. Very much a healing of the physical and spiritual, at the spiritual level and physical level. So these people can heal others from illnesses, and can also do sort of like soul alignment. That's what it feels like. Even though it didn't come out like that, that's what it feels like. So with this gift, forgiveness, helpful person, self-forgiveness. Interesting. I always find that fascinating. Letting go of the guilt is hard. It's not an easy thing, but it's possible. See it with my clients all the time. Empowerment, another one. Wow, that was quick. And belief. Beautiful. So what is the guilt in regards to though? This is very interesting to me. Boundaries. So perhaps people took advantage, and maybe you think it's about them, but it's actually about you. You allow things to happen for a reason. What did you learn from it? And can you forgive yourself? You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Don't follow. Pave a new path. Which I think is interesting with the boundaries, because it's like, maybe that's why you didn't have the right boundaries, because you didn't understand your power. And nourishment, body care. I really do believe that you were just trying to, it's almost like showing me a life story of someone that is finally coming into the idea that they can stand on their own 2 feet. And look, all of these people are alone, and even though there are people that can help you, this forgiveness is also card. It's only one person here. You do have a community of people, but most of these people are alone. You have the community to support you, but don't let that take away from your worthiness, your true essence, your power. It's almost like you were giving it away. Anything else that I need to understand about that, please? This forgiveness. Okay, 5 of water. Yeah, so here we have a lot of new beginnings and overcoming opposition, overcoming sacrifices that you made before, even with this card here. But it's really up to you. The ancestral magic people can be patterned with a lot of energies of the forest, and you have a lot of energy of the earth here with the different animals coming through, but also with the water, and air. So you have the different elements here: water, air, earth. This is interesting. I do not see I don't see a lot of the fire here, which is interesting, because you do have the different animals, but why is it, I don't know why I'm feeling like there is something missing, like that fire within you that is going to help you stay on your own 2 feet is perhaps what's missing. Responsibility, moderation, yeah, and ancestors. But I think this is more about working with, again, if you work with the energy of earth, you're working with a lot of ancestors, because that's where the history is. That's where our power is, in this planet. But this moderation and responsibility, I think, is to you. The fact that you need to set yourself the proper way and see yourself the right way so that you can tap into all the things that are waiting for you. Because I do feel like by you giving your power away, you push a lot of your abilities away. And it's time to take your power back. One. Okay. And we have the Mordwing dragon coming up. Okay. Mordwing is an awesome character, hugely powerful and all-encompassing. He will open doors, but people or situations in your path which all lead to you living your divine purpose. His message is clear, so ignore him at your peril. You have a job to do, so let's get on with it. You have the tools and the knowledge you need. Your self-doubt hinders you. Again with these things of forgiveness and taking your power back. Your time is now. Your role is to take your light out into this world with me as your guide. Together we are the master creators. As you discover your life purpose, acknowledge your fears and self-doubt, but do not be bound by them, for they cloud your truth. Follow your heart, feeling your way with truth and integrity. Beautiful. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm rushing through this because it's so many cards. I should have done less cards, but I wanted to do all the ones that I could think of so that it could be very specific. But then I feel like I'm rushing. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna continue with number 3. And these people have the ability to work with the bad winds. Oh, and you have the with the bad wind spirits. You have here the Death card, the 10 of Swords, wow, the 4 of Cups, wow, King of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So here immediately we have this ability to work with entities that are disembodied energies, but they can be very heavy. So you have to be careful with that. You're learning, you see here, you're learning, but you're pushing something away. When you can overcome this, you can learn the secret so you can start anew. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Why are you learning this? It's because in order for you to see, in order for you to understand energy, you also have to understand this. It doesn't mean that you have to work with these entities. Does that make sense? Like, please confirm that I'm correct about this, because that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, look at this. You have Oshala, the shade shifter. Again, these people do shade shift. When they go from one to another, one realm to another, they do shade shift. But I do feel that it's for the purpose of learning secrets, learning to discern, understanding how energy works, the positive and the negatives, so that you can craft what you do. It's almost like you're picking up as much experience as possible. So you might be learning some of these secrets and understanding them. Doesn't mean that you're going to go crazy with them. And these people can work with dark entities understand dark entities in a way that most people will not be able to understand. It is heavy work, because of what they know, there is a lot of frustration is what I'm feeling like even this with the 5 of air and the 4 of air, this frustration of being attacked. But once you stay in your power, you this is who you are. You just need to know this because you have to know how energy works. And look at this. You have Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening yourself. And you do have the King of Cups here. But going through all of this suffering in order for you to get to the King of Cups. Baby steps. You're being asked to follow your intuition before it makes sense. Don't think that this is happening because you're one of them. It just means that you're learning some of these secrets. That's all it means. Wow, look at this. Discernment. No kidding. That's what you're learning. You're learning to discern energy. Don't freak out. Everything is okay. Pick another pile after this one because this one is just one of the things that you're working on. Secrets, again, like I said, you're just learning this to learn the secrets. And more wisdom, because you have to learn in order for you to understand, in order for you to know how to do what you need to do to send them what they belong and all of that, and protect your clients and family and yourself. Oof. Look at this, freedom. And Merlin the Dragon again. Interesting. So you might want to see the previous, oh, I forgot the number. I think it was number 20. You might want to see that as well because it sounds like it's heading him with this. And you have the freedom. 71. Let go and trust the process of life and the universe. You may be feeling overwhelmed with responsibility or trapped by circumstances. And I think these are the entities that are feeling like they're trapping you, but you're so protected. I mean, look at the energies that are coming for you. And you're learning discernment, you're tapping into secrets. It's beautiful, even though it feels heavy. And you got to be careful with your throat chakra so that you're in alignment in your heart. Know that you're learning all of this for the secrets, for the wisdom. And it says here, wow, look at this. Freedom. It says, freedom frequently appears when we have been kidding ourselves about a particular situation or scenario. You may be feeling overwhelmed with responsibility or trapped by circumstances, or maybe simply by feeling a disquiet and anxiety. Open your heart and you will see the inner truth of any situation. Don't be afraid of the truth, for it can be as liberating as it is healing. That's all I'm going to say. I think, and Merlin the Dragon is about, what number was it? Merlin the Dragon? My goodness, where is it? Merlin the Dragon. The Grandmaster Dragons are able to shift between the dragon and human form. Merlin is the teacher of the teachers, so heed his wise counsel. You're unable to teach others until you fully understand the lessons yourself, which is why you're going through this training. So you have the ability, because you have to be able to train in order to understand and discern and go through that process before you even help others. So that's all I'm going to say about that pile. And I'm going to move on to the next one. It's a lot of cards, a lot of piles. And then I'm going to pick number 18. Number 18 is the magnets of spirits. These are the mediums that are always picking up entities, disembodied entities, and sending them to where they belong with number 18. Okay, yeah, it feels like it's a lot of work for this group. A lot of rest is recommended. It's heavy duty. It is tiring. You're doing this without even knowing. You're just always constantly working, even when you're sleeping. This is the, oh my goodness, it's just, this is who you are, like this empress, very sure of herself, the emperor very sure of himself, and standing like you are a force of nature, but you're always working even when you're sleeping. Even when you're sleeping, look at this, it's sleeping, but there are people right here in this thing that you see while this person is sleeping, and feeling like this is really heavy work, even mentally and physically. That's what it feels like. So you are a medium, recogedor, like a filter, like a portal for the spirits to be sent to where they belong. It's a beautiful gift, but it's very tiring. Look at that, the moon, 5 of air, and the 4 of earth. Again, yeah, these people, that's interesting, because these spirits, some of them may be doing things to prevent you from doing your work, and you have to do cleansing after. This offering here is like cleansing work in order for you to avoid some of these challenges here. So you have to be careful, because in the astral you're doing a lot of work, and a lot of people don't think that has anything to do with this round, but it does. Yeah, look at that. I look back, because this is what I asked. What is this about? Just confirming. We have a leg back, which again opening those portals, and then this duality here. So shifting into, not shifting, sending in the 10 of earth. So sending these entities to where they belong, from this material realm, from this earthy realm. It's a lot of work. I feel like even my back is bothering me right now. Like, it's a lot of work. Any messages? Thank you. I think you take things so seriously that sometimes you need a day off. Oh wow, yeah, you have a playtime. But just enjoying more life is going to be helpful, because you are doing crazy work that is tiring. It really is. And I feel, oh, you had a third eye, so your intuition might be taking an upgrade. You know, like you might be going through an upgrade right now. It feels like you already know this. So this is just an upgrade, like you're already making use of your third eye. Anything else that I need to work on? Destruction. The alchemist, interesting. I do feel like this is when you do this, they leave this plane of existence, and they have to, because you send them. And you do this naturally, like you don't even have to do any training for this, really. I mean, it will be nice, but you don't have to. You're doing a lot of this in your sleep. Where is every Grace, the dragon flies into our lives when we have been or are struggling with self-worth, self-respect, and self-love. I don't think, stop it, now you are more than you can. You can achieve so much more than you see yourself. But I think you do see this. I think it's just that you need some time off. My back hurts, and the back of the head is throbbing, and I think it's just because you're going on overdrive. Like, you're doing so much that you need time off regularly, but you're not taking that time. It's just weird. Let me and now oh my goodness, my ears are buzzing. Something is going on with this group. It's a lot of work. Like, even Shiva is coming up. Yeah, look, just a lot of work. Like, you're rushing to get somewhere, but you have so much that you're dragging with you, and you have to learn to take time off. So I think this is about, you are who you are. Enjoy who you are, but don't overdo it. Like, you're doing constant work day and night, but you're not taking the time for yourself. And you have the king of coins here, and you have the 10 of coins. So you're constant, like, in a natural ambition to do what you're doing. Or maybe work is preventing you from developing this ability to be able to do it when you want to do it, not just when you're sleeping. It just feels like there is something that you're just going through so much. Maybe work is taken away from what you're supposed to do in the spirit realm, like for your natural abilities here. And I'm not going to go into all of that because I do have so many other cards to look at, but it feels like they're trying to tell you, hey, take some time off, because you're not understanding. That's what it feels like. Okay, I'm going to continue with the next pile. Quite a few other piles to go through. Oh my goodness. Number 11. Okay, so we have the pattern with the falling angels. And look, you have the wheel of fortune, you have the fool, you have, oh my goodness, the sun and the lovers. So it's interesting that you have pattern with the falling angels and the disembodied energies, but you have such powerful, bright light within you. So what is this telling us? What is this telling us? Pattern with the falling angels. You might be able to see them. Oh my goodness, I just got a warning for someone. It's like, be careful. There might be someone here working with an entity that is not who they seem they are. And this ability of pattern with the falling angel, is it a new one? Is it for this life or for previous lives? And what does that mean? Let's find out. Heart. So you're being helped, and make a wish. I do feel like this can go either way, to be honest, because I see this duality here, and it's all going to depend on you and your heart. Look, you saw me shuffling these cards. Procession, and authority. I think for some of you, this is about what you're seeing is what you're really seeing. What is real and what is not real. And even though you might see and be able to path with these entities or have done that in a previous incarnation, do you do the same now is the question. And then you're being asked to work with your heart in order for you to tap into more powerful abilities. So perhaps some of you are able to do this, but now you have to show that you have overcome that seduction of the darkness, and you do that with a healing heart. You saw me shuffling the cards. I'm not making it up, but it's the way that you see it that is going to matter, that is going to make the difference. Okay, you have here the shared wisdom with the ancestors. Again, this reminds me of another pile. Speak the truth and the warriors. It really does remind me of another pile. I don't remember the number, so you're gonna have to meditate to get that number. Cycles, stability, and fear. Yeah, I think it's gonna, how you see with this perception, how you see what you can do with these entities, or what have you been able to do, or your ancestors done, it's going to make a difference about whether you see the beauty or the darkness. And look, fear, you see beauty and you see everything dry, everything green and everything dry. It's up to you. Do you repeat the same cycles? I think this is the incarnation where you have to break that. You really do. Okay, that's too many. Thank you. Crack open. Wow, look at that. Cracked open. Rock bottom. Surrender. So this is the time to break. I remember the soul plan, the feather versus the destiny line. This is not a joke, guys. You saw me shuffling the cards. You're being asked to rethink, to analyze, to make wiser choices, and to stop the pattern so that you can see the beauty instead of just the darkness. Wow, this came out for two other piles. Merlin the Dragon is asking you, Merlin the Dragon, the Grandmaster Dragons are able to change shift between the dragon and human or our angelic form. Merlin is a teacher of the teachers, so he's a wise counselor. You are unable to teach others until you fully understand the lessons yourself. Once you have mastered this, you're in a position of clarity and ownership and can share your wisdom with integrity and power. Until then, hold your tongue and continue your journey discovering what you need to learn, etc., etc. Merlin the Dragon is telling you to heal before you do anything else in order for you to stop the cycles of the fear so that you can have stability in your life. And crack open, surrender to the alchemy of life. I think it's just all telling you what we said. This is a time where you end that cycle of the darkness. And if this doesn't resonate, please pick another pile. This is supposed to be quick about the different abilities that you might have, and this is one of them. Captain of Demons, parting with fallen angels, and now is the time to break that cycle and finally overcome the darkness. We have 25, the Most High, elevated spirits. These people are working with very highly ascended spirits. They're part of the Justice Division. I think I stopped here because I was trying to understand why so much water energy, but I think this is telling me, based on what I'm feeling here, a lot of different beings are coming to you, and you are being fascinated by all of them, and you're choosing without understanding how to work with your intentions in order for you to make the right choices. Too many options. You gotta pick one at a time. You are like a novice, like you're just starting in reality, and it might create a lot of confusion in you because you're not really understanding yet. You're working with very highly elevated beings that you have access to. You could help transition souls. You could be working with the archangels, with the justice division. You could be working with many different type of beings, but you gotta do it one at a time. I think you're going too fast, looking everywhere, hungry, but no doing the work that you need to do, because you're running too fast, if what it feels like. You're being helped, and you have stay optimistic, you're being helped, and morning affirmation. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you. Your dreams are coming through. Concession. Wow, this reminds me right now of the Virgin Mary. A lot of energy of very highly ascended beings. It's beautiful, but I think there is a lot of, in order for you to manifest what you want, and I think you're hungry to be like a healer and help others, like help yourself, help others, help your family, but you gotta concentrate and focus. I think you're all over the place. All over the place. That's what it feels like. The Weaver, the Magi, and the Alchemist. Wow, a lot of beautiful energies here. The Weaver, you know, like the spider, right? Like the spider weaves and creates very strong things. You might be creating a lot of things with your mind, but the thing is that I don't think you're putting it into practice the way you should be doing it. Observation and beauty. Yeah, again, with your eyes closed, I think you're spending a lot of time working in the astral planes, which is good. I think that's one of the things that you're probably doing the best. But then when you're not meditating, because you're not taking the time to meditate, you might be spending like countless hours on YouTube watching everybody's channel and not doing something. Like, there is something that you need to do, because this has been going on for a while now. This is not new, and it's like you don't know how to prioritize your time, and then it's like you don't know how to prioritize your time, and then you feel sorry for yourself, like, oh, poor me. The Seven Star Sister, birthing creation, tapestry of life, expression, and you have concession and the Weaver. So there is something within you that is growing, something that is beautiful. Trust the timing. Time is not running out. But again, I do feel like you are wasting some time. I'm not sure why I feel that though. Okay, we have Oberon, the dragon, Oberon. Oberon has turned up today to reassure you that you can achieve what is required. You may have to dig deep within yourself and maybe do this for the long haul. but you can and will succeed. The striking red dragon connection is firmly. Nothing is too big to deal with. Get your feet back on the ground. Get your feet back on the ground and anchor yourself into your physical reality. Like I say, I think you're so much in the astral plane. That's the one thing that you feel like you're doing really well, and then it's hard for you to do things in this physical reality, but it's, you know, you got to break that cycle. So Orprong is coming in with having your head in the clouds will not give you the answers you desire or require. Connect to your base chakra and reconnect to your physical body. Get out of your head and into your body. Release your ever troubling and thoughts. When you're more grounded in this way, you'll be better placed to deal with the matters that are demanding your attention. I think what the message is like, yeah, you're all over the place. I think you have so many, perhaps so many nations that are coming for you, a lot of different type of spirits, and you're all over the place. Start with one at a time. You are creating something within you. Like I see your belly growing, and it's beautiful, but you just gotta make sure that you're creating the right thing for yourself, because I think sometimes you're doing it without probably having the right intention. So I'm gonna leave it there because I need to continue. I'll see you guys in the next one. I did get lightheaded with this pile. I feel like yeah, I'm all over the place because of this energy. And with the most very highly elevated beings, obviously your crown, third eye, and throat are very active, but you need to anchor yourself here in order for you to do the work that you need to do here. Then we have number 7, patting with the 4 spirits of the wind. Ability to heal with the wind, the earth element, water element, and nature spirits. Interesting. This is very highly ascended beings too that you can work with. This is the spirit of the wind of the 4 corners, the 4 cardinal points. Oh, and you have number 4 here. And there is a lot of energy here of, you know, the natives, the Congo, a lot of energies of beings that open the gates, like with key spirits that have keys, spirits that can open different portals. Yeah, it's interesting though. It's like you have done this before. It feels like, I'm not sure why it feels like you have done this before. It just feels like this is not new, but this is one of the abilities that you need in order to accomplish your mission here, about working specifically with the water and the wind, nature, you know, the forest, realization, and healing. Yeah, for healing purposes though, of course, for healing purposes. But the healing of working with water and fire and air, I mean, it's like having the 4 elements and working with all those elements in order to help others. But you picked that specifically because it's what you needed the most for this incarnation. Yeah, I was feeling like there is something that is keeping me, like this hangman is not seeing something properly, and then you have the release card here and the boundaries. So again, we have boundaries. I think a lot of people deal with boundaries issues. We all do at one point or another. So it's like there might be something in you that you're not putting your worthiness in front, like as the priority, and letting other people take advantage. Maybe there is I don't know why, there is forgiveness with a soul, like a partner, perhaps this relationship. It just feels like there is something that is happening for you, not to you. And again, you have the couples, the air element, or Shun, and oh yeah. So maybe this relationship is over, or there is a new one starting. Just not to put the right boundaries with yourself, so the same thing doesn't repeat itself. Wow, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Again, release and boundaries. And I think it's in regards to a relationship, and you have the couple and a Shun energy here. So definitely something's within you, or the mating of the divine and the masculine, the feminine, may be taking place. So now is the time to set it right within you. Perhaps this relationship that ended didn't, even though it felt really heavy, there is something there that you still need to release. The new one coming in, just know to put the right boundaries in place. A lot of healing happening though, and it's happening. Look, you have with the wing, and look at the Arcturian card with the hands here, moving energy in a way that is beautiful, and taking baby steps, one step at a time. This is coming up for a lot of the piles, the baby steps. Be patient. So having a lot of fire energy here too. And then you also have the transformation dragon. I've never seen the transformation dragon. Let's see what it says. Transformation dragon. Where is the transformation dragon? Transformation dragon. Let it go. Fear, pain, doubt, anger, sorrow, and guilt. Transformation tells us you no longer need these experiences. They're in the past. They have completed their task and have no place in your future. By holding on to them, you only keep yourself trapping old patterns. Again, there is something that needs to be released in regards to that relationship, whether it is a cosmic relationship with a partner, a love partner, or a family member, or a friend. It just feels like there are at least two of you involved in this, and it needs to be released. It needs to be let go. It's going to give you a lot of healing and a lot of assertiveness. You're going to be able to create those boundaries, and it's going to be beautiful. So these are for the people that can heal using the abilities of air. So air is neutral, so you can work with fire and water in order for you to do what you need to do and heal and help others. So patting with the four winds is a lot of nature abilities to work with different spirits of nature. Okay, let's see. Number 10, cemetery. Working with the cemetery. This is a lot. Oh my goodness, witchcraft. Working with things to make magic, to make to do magic work, but sometimes it can be a little dark. I never like to do the dark. I shouldn't even have included them, but I'm gonna go through the reading and see what it says. I feel like these people can use water and the earth elements to make magic, but look at this guy. Even though he's really good at what he does, he's leaving it behind. So this is a good sign. Okay, so look at this. The healing heart, you're a powerful healer, divine magic, again working with magic, but you have to know that you don't have to use it to do anything harmful to anyone, because you can use this to help others, to do defensive magic, to help others, and even to heal others, because you have access to a lot of spirits that are very highly elevated as well. I do feel that some of you though like this type of stuff because of the power that it brings. So you gotta look within your heart. You are a powerful healer, but you have to be careful not to take it too far. Consciousness, yeah, be conscious, be more conscious, because if you do take it too far, you could regret it later. Can you please help me understand this energy of working with the cemetery spirits? A lot of people know that a lot of work is done in the cemetery. You could do good work or bad work, so it's up to you. But there is here an energy that says, if you go into witchcraft to do dark magic, you might regret it, just like this person is. Destruction, yeah. The boy and us body. Okay, guys, you saw me shuffling the cards. Follow your heart. Don't get pulled into the darkness, because it's just going to create a lot of chaos. But you can work with these energies to do defensive magic, to destroy work that is done against people, for the benefit of people, of helping people. The Seas of Mintaka, bringing unconsciousness to light and jumping in Andromeda energy with consciousness and belief. Interesting, because what I feel here is that the Andromedian energy is very powerful. A lot of different beautiful healers come from the Andromeda area, but the thing that I'm seeing here is, again, water here, and this energy here with water and water is reminding me of like the people that can do specific spiritual bath for people, but just make sure that you do it from your heart space, you know, because I do feel like some of you could go to get triggered by this power that you can feel, and the potential of what you could receive from it. Power, money, and so on. Too many. Okay, I'll leave it because the message is important. Intuition, change, transformation. Oh wow, that's a lot of card. Peace, loyalty, and prosperity. I think the story here in freedom, I think the story here is, you have cards here that are asking you to bring consciousness twice to the light, and you have here to be careful with the boy. The boy is going deep into the unknown, deep into these energies of witchcraft, dark magic. And again, you have this confirmation here with the Ace of Wands, and that can lead to destruction. But when you bring the consciousness and the healing heart, you can tap into the good things of this ability. You might have a lot of energy, a lot of work that you could do with the different cemetery spirits that are helping, you know, with the human race, for different purposes. Every spirit has the duality. The spirits of the cemetery has dualities too, good or bad. Depending on your heart is how you work with them and how they work with you. So you have to choose which one is it, for what purpose. And oh my god, that's too many cards. You have Oshanla, Oshumare, the sun, confirming my God, this reminds me of another pile. I don't remember the number though. But again, you have the 10 of air. All the birds are trapped. You could become this prisoner here to the illusion of the power that it comes with working with spirits that are not to help others, but you're right in the middle. It's going to be your choice, because then you can also have access to all of these spirits that are very highly elevated. So you have half and half. You pick which one is it, because you could be free from these and you can avoid a lot of the trauma and the chaos if you pick the right thing. But if you let greed and power and being known for something powerful like that, then you can go the wrong way. I guess it's the warning. I'm not gonna get further into that because I think you know what it. Oh, let me pick a dragon. The cemetery. These are people that can be witches, sorcerers, but dark ones or good ones. You choose. You choose. Soul guardian. Soul guardian. 127. Okay, he says, as well as your positive side. Okay, I'm sorry. He knows that which you need to do, that which you avoid, and that which you celebrate. He's the guardian of every incarnation you have experienced as a soul throughout the ages, the good, the bad, and of course the ugly. He says, as well as your positive side, I also hold your shadow. Oh, so this could be your shadow, but you still need to balance that out. The part of you that would rather not acknowledge exists. I am the keeper of the memories. As you pass through each lifetime, your human body and mind have a need to protect themselves. And when you experience pain or trauma, whether from birth, life, or death, a small piece of your soul then also retreats to protect itself. I am the guardian of your soul, the expression of the whole and complete you. So I think this is telling you about the shadow, about the fact that the things that you don't want to admit, that you hide. This dragon is helping you, but at the same time, you have to work with this energy of consciousness and heart and light. So hopefully you get a message, and that's all I'm going to say. Hopefully you get a message. Now I'm going to continue with 15. Fire magic. Fire magic. The Emperor. Wow. Inspiration. The 10 of coins and the 5 of wands. So the fire magic here is defensive magic, cleansing, healing abilities. You might be able to manipulate fire, bringing light to the darkness with this inspiration here, and really crafting your abilities. Like, this is beautiful work. There is a little bit of you that may feel like, I don't know, I feel like with this obstacle here, there is a little bit of sadness or depression. Stay optimistic, tranquility, learn to relax, and playtime. Yeah, I think this is coming out for a lot of people because we are taking this too seriously, and we need to learn to just relax. Synergy. Cosmic flower. Oh, how beautiful. That is the magic. That is the cosmic flower. Activates our remembrance of the place we call home. And again, the cosmic flower is also sort of like a representation of the fire magic, because I mean, it's the beginning, right? So And fire lights the way for the darkness so that it can create the light. Speak the truth, nature, paradox, manifests, and boundaries. Why are boundaries coming out for a lot of the piles? Okay, tell me more about this fire magic situation. Okay, we have the guardian angel, the sun, no shit, the 8 of fire, the 10 of fire, the ace of fire. That's crazy. So here you have a lot of Leo energy, a lot of assertiveness, a lot of defensive magic, a lot of clearing and healing magic. Even with this water here, it's almost like you're doing this naturally, and it's something that is innate within you. You might need to play with fire a little bit because obviously don't take it too far, because you could get out of hand because you are natural at it, so you could amplify without even knowing. Message from Earth, and there is a lot of yellow here, but I think this is more about the inner Earth. You know how the inner Earth has that larva, that what is the name? I forgot the name, but you know what I'm talking about. Serene. Let's keep Serene because I don't know what she has to say for you. Serene. Serene. Gently flowing water in a warm summer breeze. Okay, well, let me show you this. So Serene connects to the calm and resilient energy of Mother Mary, so you can rest assured that life is going to settle down, especially if it has been a little disturbing or turbulent, And the lapping of the waves and the morning sun, how beautiful is that? Allow me to wrap you in my blue cloak of tranquility and set my presence. The bow tie on outside scenario is only a mirror of turbulence inside. Call upon me to guide you to that piece of heaven you crave. I think what she's coming in with, just like this angel, you have your spirit team helping you. You have a lot of fire energy, so maybe you had a little chaotic, challenging situations, especially when you have these boundaries here. But this is all meant to be for you to learn, to go through your ascension process, to understand the illusion of the matrix and life, in order for you to really tap into who you really are. I mean, she's beautiful, and Virgin Mary energy, that's a blessing. So the fire magic people are healers. They are very good at using energy of fire to cleanse, to do cleansing, even with the tobacco or fire itself. Channeling those type of energies can also bring you a lot of peace, because they will come with healing and they bring that light. But there is that seed of darkness, and that darkness comes from the inside challenges that you're dealing with, so you need to work on that. Okay, so I think, I have 3 more. Jesus. So let me continue. Yeah, this was very long. Soul alignment. And these people are great diviners. Oh, wow, look at this. Soul alignment with waking up different spirits. Wow, that's beautiful. The Knight of Coins and the King of Wands. Interesting. You're really good at what you do naturally. Okay, here we go. Father healing, morning affirmations, and explore your options. I think this is coming in though. You are standing tall with this gift. This is something natural. I mean, this is insane. Your level of ability to do this naturally. However, there is a gift coming up that is going to be activated, and it's going to sound like it's crazy because you're going to be able to do it not just when you're sleeping. You're going to be able to do this while you are awake. Intentionally do it. Intentionally do it. Not just when you're in a trance, but I mean when you're sleeping, but when you are intentionally wanting to do it. Yeah, empowerment and universal love. I think this is you're going to be able to do this in your waking life. So it's going to be like, is this even possible to do while you are awake? Because you are healing people. You can heal people by aligning, and like the spirits move things in the astral planes and they have to do this and that. In one session, you may be able to do so much work that the person is going to find immediate release and be able to feel amazing after seeing you or after being around with you. Connect to heart. The Archimeds, yeah, that's what I see. I see you, look at this, becoming more versatile with doing this while you are awake. Like, I really do see that. This card came out for a lot of people, the Earth card. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this card came out for other people. Yeah, definitely. There is another pile that you want to see. There is, and maybe that's where your gift is. Find another pile. There is more information for you, and not only you're going to be able to do this naturally when you're intentionally wanting to do it, not just when you're sleeping. And it's gonna happen. You're gonna see a big difference. Yeah, power and cycles. Why is this cycle coming up? Oh, because you've done this before. This is not the first time that you go through this. That's why you're gonna be so good at it and be able to do it naturally. You're gonna be able to do this naturally because you've done it before. Manifestation and surrender. A stream of life. I think this surrendering is like, let it be, and everything is gonna happen when it's supposed to happen, and all you have to do is let it be. But you have so much power within you. It's insane. Okay. Where is it? Okay. The Earth Dragon, and you already have the Earth card here. But your soul alignment is about helping people that are here because they are in the wheel of karma and they need you. So anyway, so the Earth Dragon is connected to nature and everything within nature. He reminds us that everything is cyclical, and you do have this cycle here. Draw attention to how out of sync we are now with the Earth natural realm. But I think this is about, it is time to reevaluate and slow down your fast pace. I don't think this is about that. I think he's letting us know that you have done this before. This is why you're so strong. This is not the first time I'm doing this. And because of that, Yeah, he's talking about the cycles, but these cycles that he's referring about is taking a break and all of that. And you do have here the energy of taking time for yourself. But I think what this is really is about is, because you've done this before, you are going to be able to advance even faster and do this intentionally for others. Like, I think you people here are really learning, waking up to the potential of you truly being a healer, truly walking this path of the healer, understanding. You guys are volunteers. I see you divining. I see you working with the energies and the secrets of the water. It's a lot. It's a lot that you're doing and getting ready to do. So I think the slowing down is like, remember to take time to breathe so you don't get burnt out. Remember that you're human, because maybe sometimes you forget that you are human. And doing everything from the heart space. And the father healing, though, I think is coming in with that energy of the power. And you have a lot of water abilities. And look, you have the father healing here with Poseidon, Agwe, or however you want to call him, Dambala even, Olokun, and so on. So a lot of water energy here, giving you secrets and helping you understand things that are really beautiful. So I'm gonna leave it there and I'm gonna continue. And number 4, okay, we have here the people that are able to judge spirits, and basically similar to Archangel Michael, where they can, that are in the justice division. And you do have a lot of source energy here. I do feel, though, that you have the energy here of defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. I do feel that some of you are perhaps coming from a place where in previous incarnation you did things, or your ancestors did things that were hardcore, and now is understanding deeper how to work or not work with those energies, but understanding them nevertheless. And here I see some people saying, I'm sorry. Like, you might even have dreams about this. You might even have a lot of inner conflict with yourself sometimes. Maybe sometimes you want to be good and you feel like you end up doing the wrong things. Just feels like someone here is apologizing, but apologizing by feeling guilty and remorseful. You have here the mother healing. It is time and empowerment. You're more powerful than you realize. Communication and belief. This came out for a couple of piles. I do feel sorry here, though. Like, there is the outlaw movement. There is something that you're sorry for that is waiting on you, like it's heavy. And I don't think you have worked that out yet. Like, you haven't really opened up yourself to it, even with yourself or others, and it's keeping you down. You know, it's change, groundedness. and work. Yeah, it's like it's time for you to do the work. This energy of working with low vibration entities, is time to let that go, to understand that it's one thing, but to work with it is only going to cause delays with your soul's evolution. And it's like you're here to work on that, to overcome that. And it feels a little heavy at times. There is a lot of stock energies that you need to, you know, work with in order for you to heal. I think a lot of people see you differently, and like always fighting against them. But I think it's because you're fighting with yourself. Like, I really do believe. Help me understand what else is going on with this pile. I think these people are dealing with a lot of shadow work. Yemaya, the village. Yeah, a lot of shadow work, a lot of conflict and duality. Yemaya is coming in though, so you do have help. The question is, are you able to accept the help? Do you want the help? It feels, to me, it feels like you might be refusing some of that help. Like you think you are, but you're not accepting. Too many. Confidence, yeah. I don't think you're allowing yourself the help. I don't think you're allowing yourself. I think you feel guilty for something. Confidence is an awesome dragon to work with. You can sit there swallowing in self-pity. You have a job to do. You have many talents to draw upon. I think if you came here for this reading, perhaps there's another pile, and you might be here because you need to know that this, what you're feeling guilty for, remorseful, saddened, depressed about, because of the previous incarnations, might be dragging along. There might be something in your past life that you need to work out. It feels heavy. It feels like there is something that is keeping you tied to the past and it's not letting you move on. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm sorry it was so short, but you know, it's just you got work to do. You can do it though. If anybody can do it, it's you. You have a lot of power, a lot of energy, of understanding how energy works, and because of that though, it may feel heavy at times because the soul understands and knows that something happened that you haven't been able to overcome, and it's giving you those feelings so that you can work through it. But if you're not paying attention to them, you're just gonna continue. And finally, we have number 14 with the, okay, these people are very little dangerous. These people, the magus, they have so much knowledge of energy that they have to be careful what they wish for. Be very intentional. You know all the different facets of energy, and because of that, you can really create what you don't want, or create in others what they don't want. So you have to really know the power that you hold within yourself. A lot of energy of fire energy here as well. Very much a lot of assistance from even entities that are in the low astral planes. But you do have a lot of fire energy, very powerful fire energy here. Divine magic. Yeah, you look at this. This is very powerful energy. You got to be careful. Use it wisely. Earth and dynamic. These people know the secrets of earth. They know the secrets of life. They understand it. They can use it in a way that is like sorcery, like oh my goodness, what is another word for that? Like creating something out of nothing. They can even be necromancers, and it's just very powerful abilities, natural abilities. Oh, look at this. I'm sorry. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything on a line must go and start keep it. Cosmic ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. And I think this is just like, you have all this power. Don't let it get out of hand. Know what you're here for, because if you forget the mission, you can just basically create a lot of unnecessary chaos for yourself. The boy, yeah. These people can even misalign other people's energy, spirit team, simply by learning to do that in the astral plane. So you got to be careful with your intentions, because even your intentions can create chaos for others. You have the boy and the magi and self-love, and if you're not in alignment, you create chaos. But if you're in alignment, you can create beauty. There is a lot of magic running in your veins, a lot of ancestor magic. So you have to really be careful. Okay, let's try it again. Purpose, kindness, and transformation. Yeah, it's time to change the old ways. It's time to remember what you came here for. Remember that, you know, you might be transmuting a lot of these darker feelings, a lot of dark, dense experiences from ancestors. Again, you have here the ancestors that created a lot of chaos. And we have Father Time, Dragon. Father Time is probably as old as the universe itself. Again, ancestors. This commanding wise old dragon will aid you to still constant shadow of your mind and just be. His presence supports our grounding and bringing focus to the moment. His message is now. This moment in time is a gift. Allow all time to stop and break your habit. I think there is a creation, there is a clock here, there is creation, there is a lot of secrets here, there is a lot of worriness here, and I think it's because knowing the secrets, knowing the ancient history, knowing at a soul level, knowing that you have been through all of this, the soul has been through all of this, and there is a lot of magic running in the family line. Some of it is not awakened, though. It's not awakened. So, and again, this earth and magic is like, wow, like really there is a lot of magic here. You can misalign or help align other people's spirit team, but there is a lot of work that you're doing to transmute for the ancestors. Heavy stuff. I know it doesn't sound like a cool gift, but you have access to the fire magic. You have access to understanding the life force and the breath and the power of the throw. You have a lot of abilities within you. You just got to make sure that you do it from a peaceful, compassionate, loving way. I'm going to leave it here. This was super long and I am tired. Thank you.